Tornadoes ripped through us Midwest, leaving at least 25 dead. Asterisk, a wave of deadly tornadoes tore through parts of Kentucky and Missouri this weekend, leaving a trail of shattered homes, broken families, and deep grief. At least 25 people have been confirmed dead and dozens more are injured as communities now face the grim aftermath of nature's fury. In Kentucky, 18 lives were lost when a tornado ripped through Laurel County in the early hours of Saturday morning. Entire neighborhoods were leveled as families awoke to the terrifying roar of winds that gave them little time to seek shelter. Officials say the death toll is expected to rise as search and rescue teams continue combing through the debris. Hoping to find survivors, we're still pulling people from the wreckage, said Laurel County Sheriff John Root. It's hard to describe the destruction. Homes are gone and lives with them. In Missouri, 7 people died, 5 of them in the city of St. Louis. Among the destroyed buildings was the historic Centennial Christian Church. 3 people were trapped beneath the rubble only to survive. One victim, described by rescuers as a kind soul who volunteered with children, did not make it. Over 5,000 buildings in Missouri were damaged, with entire blocks reduced. 2 piles of wood, bricks, and twisted metal. As of Saturday afternoon, more than 140,000 homes and businesses across both states remained without power. The silence left in the wake of the storms is broken only by the distant sounds of chainsaws, sirens, and crying. St. Louis Mayor Kara Spencer called the loss truly horrendous, her voice cracking as she addressed reporters. The destruction is overwhelming. Families are mourning. Homes that stood for generations are now nothing but splinters. She added that at least 38 people had been injured in St. Louis, many from falling trees or collapsing buildings. Firefighters are conducting house-by-house searches in the worst-hit areas, fearing what they may still find. A dusk to dawn curfew was enforced from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. in the areas most affected, not only to prevent looting, but to shield people from the dangers of unstable debris and downed power lines. Radar from the National Weather Service shows the tornado first touched down in western St. Louis around 2:30 p.m. local time, near Forest Park, home to the beloved St. Louis Zoo and the site of the 1904 Olympic Games. Now, streets once filled with laughter and history lie buried under wreckage. The storms didn't stop there. Tornadoes were also reported in neighboring Illinois, and the National Weather Service warned that more could hit northern Texas over the weekend as storm systems move eastward toward the Atlantic. This part of the U.S. known grimly as Tornado Alley is no stranger to such disasters. Still, the emotional toll never gets easier. Kentucky averages 5 tornadoes each May, and Missouri typically sees around 16. But for the families left with only memories and rubble, statistics offer little comfort. "This is the worst day of my life," said a St. Louis resident who lost both her home and a neighbor in the storm. "One moment I was tucking my children into bed, the next we were hiding under the stairs, praying to make it out alive." In the days ahead, rescue will turn to recovery and grief will make room for rebuilding. But tonight, as officials remind residents to stay safe and vigilant, many are simply trying to find the strength to begin again.